Good morning, everybody. It's David Brown with this week's Design and Dialogue, and this week we are going to lean into the design side of things. I know we've been doing a lot of dialogues talking about hiring and staffing and trends in the industry, and as I mentioned earlier this year, we're really got to start to lean into some of the design things that we can talk about on this channel as well. And today is the first day. And so what are we going to talk about? Well, I'm going to share with you why this subway car is going to change America. Stay tuned. So what is this? First of all, it is technically the Kawasaki R211T rail car. More directly, it is a new subway car that the MTA, New York City's MTA, is implementing this year. In fact, I think it just started on the C line this past week or 2 weeks ago. What's interesting and what I think is so unique about this concept and why I'm talking about it on a design blog is because of its open gangway concept. Now, what does open gangway mean? It means that the doors are larger. You'll see that the seats don't crowd in as much, and there's a lot more gangway space between the seats for standing and walking and passing. What else makes this a very different concept than the cars we all know and love or hate with the MTA are there are no doors to keep you from going from car to car. So it's much easier to find your own space in these cars, to move forward or aft depending on what you need if a car is crowded, and really will enhance the entire subway riding experience overall. So what makes these cars so special, not only for the MTA in New York City, but why are they going to be so influential in America? So first of all, the reason these are even here is that there are over 1,500 MTA cars that have passed their 40-year lifespan. 40 years! It is probably no surprise to anyone that rides the subway in New York City that some of these cars need to be replaced. And so this is a $1.6 billion 20-year replacement of many of the cars on the MTA line. So that's why we're here. That's why these cars are important and impactful to New York City. Now, why do they matter to the rest of the country? I think this is a first step, or maybe even a third step in this transition, or maybe the word is acceptance, or maybe the word is realization of the importance of rail, even in America. Even in our wide open spaces and expanses, there is still a place for rail, for train service, and high-speed rail eventually. The reason that this car, I believe in particular, is a game changer is because it makes the commuting experience so much more interesting and unique. The rest of the world, obviously, of course, Europe and Asia, have used these open gangway cars for many years. I've ridden the Dragon in Hong Kong many times, and it's really a unique experience. And when I talk about design, I always like the way design makes you feel when you're in the space. Well, what's interesting about these open gangway, open concept cars, especially, having been in the one in Hong Kong, and the reason they call it the Dragon is because you can see the entire train in front of you bending and weaving and up and down as it follows the tracks, right? You kind of get this sense that you are in the belly of a dragon, right? And kind of part of the train moving forward and less kind of confined to the car you are in. So as the MTA starts to get into this more open concept design of the subway car, I think there becomes an acceptance that the subway is not some tin box under the ground, you're a sardine squished in there. I think it is about elevating the rail experience in little pockets across the country in a bigger acceptance of rail travel for the rest of the country. It's unique. I think it's going to really change some things, and it'll be exciting to see how it does. So obviously, living here in Las Vegas, I have not yet had a chance to ride on these open gangway cars in New York City. I hope to probably this spring as I travel visiting clients there in the city. But if you have had a chance to get on the sea going to Brooklyn or whatever, comment below. Post your own video. I would love to see the experience of these open gangway, open concept cars in kind of real life situations. So share and share alike. That's it for today, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed this kind of more design focused design and dialogue. More to come for sure. And as always, please like and subscribe. And if you think someone would be interested in this content, share it as well. Have a good day, everybody. Talk to you next week.